Agastya's encounter with Vatapi, the legends of Western Ghats. As the drone footage glides over the enchanting landscapes of Kerala and the Western Ghats, imagine the ancient footsteps of Agastya, a sage of unparalleled wisdom and reverence in Hindu mythology. His profound quest for enlightenment led him across the Vindhya mountains to these lush, verdant lands where the Agastyamala or Agastyarkudam peak stands as a monument to his lasting influence. Agastya's legacy extends beyond spiritual teachings. He was instrumental in the cultural and linguistic evolution of the region. In Kerala, his presence is felt in the early blossoming of Malayalam literature and traditions. Legends celebrate Agastya's efforts to translate Vedic hymns into the local tongue, fostering a cultural synthesis that enriched the region's heritage. Through his journeys and teachings, Agastya not only bridged the spiritual landscapes of northern and southern India, but also laid the groundwork for a rich, interconnected cultural tapestry. Agastya's quest for a worthy wife. Sage Agastya was known in all three worlds for his wisdom and virtue. One day, he came upon a strange sight in a forest, three figures hanging upside down from a cliff. Who could they be? Agastya wondered. "We are your ancestors," said the threesome. Agastya asked, "Why are you hanging here like this?" They replied, "Because you are not yet married. Our souls will have no peace until we are assured of the continuance of our line. A son born of you can redeem us, and you too will escape this hell." Agastya replied, "O revered ones, I shall act for your redemption." He walked away thinking, "The mother of my son will be the worthiest of women." Agastya searched long and hard in all three worlds but could not find the ideal woman. He then thought, "I shall have to create her, taking in all that is most beautiful." Creation and birth of Lopamudra. Agastya created a beautiful baby girl, and at that time the king of Vidarbha was performing severe penances to have a child. Seeing this, Agastya decided that the child he created would be born as the daughter of the king. A few months later, the queen gave birth to a baby girl. The king, overjoyed, declared, "O Brahmins, my penances have been fruitful. I have been blessed with a daughter." The Brahmins, impressed by the child's beauty, said she shall be called Lopamudra. Marriage to Lopamudra. Lopamudra grew up to be a beautiful and virtuous girl. The king thought, "I must find a worthy husband for her." Meanwhile, Agastya wondered, "Lopamudra must be ready for marriage. I shall go to her father and ask for her hand." Agastya approached the king and said, "I wish to marry and beget a son. Will you give me your daughter?" The king was troubled and thought, "How can I? But I dare not displease Agastya." Lopamudra then entered and said, "Father, why do you hesitate? I am willing to marry the great sage." The king consented and Agastya married Lopamudra. Life and trials. After the wedding, Agastya said, "Lopamudra, your royal robes do not befit a sage's wife. Discard them." Lopamudra replied, "Henceforth I shall wear only bark and skin and rags, my lord." Lopamudra then cast off her costly robes. Agastya said, "Come, Lopamudra, we will go to my hermitage in Gangotri." Bidding farewell to her sad parents, Lopamudra left Vidarbha with Agastya and helped him with severe penances at Gangotri. Agastya praised her devotion, saying, "Dear wife, you will soon become my equal." Lopamudra served her husband with devotion, and one day she expressed her desire, "My lord, I too wish to be pleased. We are householders, and it is not wrong for us to possess wealth. I would like to live as I did in my father's house." Search for wealth and encounter with Vatapi. Agastya agreed and set out in search of wealth, first visiting King Srutarva, who though generous had no wealth to spare. Agastya then visited Kings Brihadastha and Trasadasyu, who were in similar positions. The three kings suggested approaching the wealthy Asura Ilavala. Ilavala was a wicked Asura with a brother named Vatapi. They hated Brahmins and vowed to kill as many as they could. Ilavala said, Vatapi, I hear the great Brahmin sage Agastya is coming here today. Get ready to change your form. Vatapi replied, I'll become a goat as usual. You will kill and cook me and feed me to the Brahmin. When you call me, I'll tear his stomach and come rushing out, and another hated Brahmin, the greatest of them all, will be destroyed. When Agastya and the three kings reached Ilavala's kingdom, he was ready to receive them. Welcome, O sage, and you, O kings, come, I have cooked a special meal in your honor. The three kings were alarmed. One of them remarked, Alas, I never thought he would dare to do this to the great sage. Another king said, We must warn Agastya. When they told Agastya, he replied, Do not worry, I will be safe. Ilavala said, Come, O great one, eat with relish. Agastya began eating and said, This is the tastiest meal I have ever eaten. Ilavala thought, And the last one for you, hated Brahmin. When Agastya had eaten the last morsel, Ilavala shouted, Vatapi, O Vatapi, come out. Agastya burped. Ilavala became frantic and started shouting, Vatapi, O Vatapi, come out. I, Ilavala, am calling you. Agastya laughed and said, How can he come out? I have already digested him. Ilavala accepted his defeat and asked Agastya, Why have you come here? What can I do for you? Agastya replied, We know you are wealthy. These kings and I need wealth. Give us what you can without depriving others. Ilavala was quiet for a moment and thought, I shall give the kings 10,000 cows each and as many gold coins. To Agastya, 20,000 cows and as many gold coins. I will also give him my gold chariot and horses. He then turned to Agastya and said, If you guess what I intend to give you, it will be yours. Agastya, with his spiritual insight, easily knew what Ilavala had in mind and said, You intend to give the kings 10,000 cows each and as many gold coins, and to me 20,000 cows and as many gold coins, and your golden chariot and horses. Ilavala said, You have won. Take them all. Fulfillment and redemption. Agastya returned to his hermitage with the wealth and fulfilled Lopamudra's desire to live comfortably. Eventually, Lopamudra bore a son, fulfilling Agastya's promise to his ancestors. Agastya reflected, At last, the promise I made to my ancestors is fulfilled. Agastya's pilgrimage from the northern plains to the verdant landscapes of southern India is more than a mere journey. It's a saga of cultural amalgamation and spiritual enlightenment. His indelible imprint on the spiritual, cultural and linguistic heritage of Kerala and Tamil Nadu endures through time. In a world where diversity is celebrated and knowledge is revered, Agastya's teachings resonate as a timeless echo, emphasizing the profound significance of cultural synthesis and the eternal pursuit of enlightenment. If you enjoyed this story and wish to hear more tales from the Puranas, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Divine Novel. Join our community to explore the rich tapestry of ancient wisdom and timeless stories that continue to inspire and enlighten. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more divine narratives.